It's what we do.
Hello and welcome to the It's What We Do podcast. I'm your host, Hen, and this week we'll be covering the movie Black Panther Wakanda Forever. The movie just came out. John will be joining us a little bit later for that segment once we cover that movie. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good, but before we get to all that and everything, we'll be talking about the latest news going on right now in the movie cinematic thing. Okay, the first part of that. The first crushing news that we had this past week was the passing of Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman. He has been in a million movies, a million video games as well, like such as the Arkham series. He voiced Batman in the animated series Justice League Unlimited and Justice League series. Rest in peace and everything. Of course, big fan of his work. But yes, rest in peace, and tragic news. But going to some news over the Indiana Jones series on it's rumored to be on Disney Plus. It looks like it's going to be covering his mentor, Indiana Jones' mentor in, I guess, whatever, right? And I think that's cool. Whatever, I don't care. I just. It's like they missed the whole point of why we like Indiana Jones. We like Indiana Jones for Indiana Jones. And if they would have done like a Young Adventures, the Young Indian, like what they did before, I think that would have worked the best. Probably, maybe. But it doesn't look like they're going to go that route. But it is what it is. And don't get me wrong, I'll give this a chance when it comes out. If it comes out, it's another thing about the show getting greenlit and actually made. Shout out Warner Bros. They know the drama. Okay, then we have James Gunn. He looks like he's planning out the next 10 years for the DCEU. No fucking idea what that means, really. For sure, I know we're going to at least have one Superman movie. That's the only thing I think it's halfway confirmed. But other than that, everything is up in the air. It looks like they want to introduce new characters such as Mr. Terrific. Don't really know that much about him. Just know that he was in the CW show, and he was part of the team Arrow. Okay, then we have for the Avatar: The Last Airbender. It looks like a movie is supposed to be coming out in 2025, October 10th, and it's an animated movie. And then I'm just like, damn, like, I know that a lot of their drama was a lot messed up, I guess, because. Like, I know with the show, with the whole universe with that, there was a lot of drama. And I'm not sure where they're at now with, like, I think they were supposed to do the live action show and series or whatever. And then I kind of remembered that there was going to be a movie, but not really. And I don't know that much going on, especially since there's a lot of shit happening behind the scenes as well. So who knows what the fuck is going on. It's not as bad as Warner Bros. I'll say that, but it's getting up there where it sounds pretty bad right now. Okay, and this is a bit that I thought was pretty interesting. Chris Rock is going to be doing doing the first live performance on Netflix. I guess it's going to be like a live stream kind of thing, and I'm hoping that they have the facilities for that because I could see crashing dirty, like especially if like so many people are on it. Like let's say Netflix just crashing, and so I'm just hoping that it doesn't work out that way. Hopefully it won't. I know like on YouTube and like Twitch and stuff like that, they're made for shit like that. That's the point of them. And then for Netflix to incorporate something fresh and new like this can go so badly so quickly. And like if it's not perfectly streamed, then people are just gonna be upset. So hopefully that they can get that on lock. But I'm a big fan of Kevin Hart. I know he has a special on Netflix right now. Thought it was funny as shit, and yeah, so I think it's cute. So hopefully it'll be straight. Oh, it looks like we have the star of the show, Grey's Anatomy. She'll be leaving after 19 seasons. About fucking time. And I wonder the way that her message is worded. That she posted online, it doesn't sound like it's fucking like the show's gonna stop. So I'm just like, please stop the show. Please stop the show at this point. And then other on Fast X, the latest entry in the Fast saga, we have in more news about the budget. It went up to $350 million. I think part of it was just because they were looking for a fucking director. So I'm. It sounds so funny because it's like that movie has like from the get, and like no one has faith in these movies anymore. It's like a meme now, and I mean, I'm still gonna fucking watch it. The guy Jason Momoa in it, and then John Cena's in it again as well. Oh, then we have actually some Spidey news. We have the show Silk has been ordered for multiple seasons. Or no, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Has been ordered by Amazon Prime. Silk is a Spider-Man character, and it's gonna be the Silk, the Spider Society. So. Um, I don't remember if I heard about this beforehand, but it's something officially in the works now. It just got ordered, so it's morphin' time. Shout out Jared Little, man. Shit. And then it looks like right now, speaking of other X, we were just talking about Fast and Furious, but I saw X. It looks like he's filming right now. We have the OG, the original Jigsaw. He's me in it, and he's filming. And let's see how that fits in the timeline, if it will. Or maybe we'll break it. Who knows? Maybe it's his long lost grandson who's taking up the mantle of Jigsaw. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that? Like for our viewers on like such as YouTube and stuff, we have a little stocking on the thing, and then the camera angle might be a little too low to see this, but I have some little decorations. Like there's a polar bear, a nutcracker, there's Grogu in the back, and then we have a little cat thing, and then of course shout out Aviation and our beautiful neon sign as well. It's cute, right? Say it's cute out loud, please. Okay, thank you. Oh, okay. And then a little news on DC, and we know that the movie Constantine 2 has been greenlit. Bring back the GOAT, Keanu Reeves in June, and the show is going to be a hard R, no holds bars back, no holds bars. I don't think a movie has to be rated R or anything, obviously, to be good. But it shows though that they're not going to hold anything back, which I think that's the better sign of it. And Keanu Reeves attached to it. This is a passion project for everyone involved in that series. Everyone in there like Keanu Reeves. Like, there's been a lot of rumors about Keanu turning down roles because he wanted to, be back for this bad boy. And I think it'll be great. Yeah. I wonder though if he's gonna have his long hair still, or he's gonna chop it all off and shave off the beard, or he's gonna go back, or just keep it. He's Keanu Reeves. It's like that's like his new signature look off the John Wick series. I used to use my hair used to be like that, like super long, like up to like pretty much my neck. Right, that's how long my hair was. Then I had the beard, and yeah, I was just influenced by John Wick. It was a new look going around that time, and right now I'm actually in the process of growing my hair out long like that. That's why I have not gotten a haircut in like 2-3 months. It's been pretty rough, but I just want the hair back out, but like all of it out, not just because I had an undercut. I want the full thing to be long, just to try something new, to experience something, as I'm only gonna have hair for a certain amount of time in my life. Might as well try to do all the crazy dumb hair ideas that I want to do now, while it's so young and fresh. Oh, then we have some more photos from the Pooh, Blood, and Honey movie. I think it looks very cute, and I'm actually pretty excited for this. I think it should be coming out in the next 2-ish weeks, I want to say. Not sure exactly. When it comes out, we're definitely going to cover it. We've been talking about this movie since the get. And then we have Christopher Robin's gonna get murked the fuck up. Also, too, I missed this part for the Indiana Jones thing. News part. Indiana Jones 5 should have the trailer released next month. Next month being the month of December. So hopefully they pump that shit out fast. Like, it's not a franchise or like movie thing that I'm overly excited for, but I think it's gonna be really fucking cute. So, yeah, especially for Harrison Ford to be in love with this project. Like, this motherfucker could have his own Han Solo series if he would have wanted it. And he doesn't do anything if it's not for the money. And this is something he wants to do. I'm pretty sure he did that dog movie just to get the bread and backing to do movies like this. It's that classic saying, one for them, one for me. And this one is being, one of his largest franchise, or the biggest thing that he fucking loves, when it comes to movies, right? Oh, then Margot Robbie has confirmed that her Pirates of the Caribbean movie, it's not gonna happen. Um, I think that fucking Johnny Depp has a. What does he have? He has a. I think there's rumors of a new contract that he have for new movies, and I mean, good for him. But then also, like, don't get me wrong, I would not have been necessarily happy with a rebooted series, but it's because it's Margot Robbie, which who I love her. Um, it's I don't know, like the way I think of it, it's like we're getting less Margot Robbie, which is not what we need as a society. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, then we have some news. Sylvester Stallone, shout out Rocky. He says that he'll be returning to voice King Shark. And in what project, in what movie? Huh, who knows? I'm guessing he already knows since he said this. He confirmed this, right? No one asked. No one. I'm kidding. I'm sure someone asked him, right? But like, it's not like everyone's like pounding down his door. When are you going to do another King Shark performance? I thought it was super funny though in that movie. But yeah, so I wonder if there'll be another suicide, or maybe he fights Aquaman. Who knows? That'll be funny. That'll actually be funny. Oh, and then we have the movie Gran Turismo. It's a car racing game. They're doing a movie on it, and looks like it has started filming. So shout out that. That sounds cool, I guess, right? I love car racing movies. Even I don't feel like there's enough. Like Rush, right? Fucking incredible. One of my favorite movie of all time. And then there's a couple other ones like Ford versus Ferrari, legendary. We have what's another movie? The Art of Dancing in the Rain came out a couple years ago. Pretty sad movie, but it wasn't too much about the racing. Not as much as the racing. It was a family little thing. I remember I showed that movie to someone one time, and like I was actually like really into him. It was like my second or third showing of it or whatever, right, at home. And like the person was like, "This is boring as shit," and I was like, "Who the fuck are you talking to like that? Like, come, like this movie's great." And I was like, "Who the fuck are you talking to like that? Like, who the fuck is this guy?" If I could remember her name, I would like definitely out her right now because I do not give a fuck. And like that disrespect. I was like, "What are you talking about? This movie is great." Maybe it's because I'm like I love those kind of sappy, like certain sappy kind of movies. Not too many, but then that particular one, I fucking whatever. And they had a dog in it too. Whatever. Okay, and then I believe this anime, this has dropped already, but then we're gonna have the a. I believe it has already dropped. We have a special short, Groku and the Dust Bunnies. It was a partnership. It was a collab with another animation studio, and then I believe it already has dropped on Disney Plus. And yeah, I need to get to it. I think I actually might watch it right after this. But it was pretty cute, or it looks pretty cute, like the graphic that they did for it. And I believe it's an anime based animation studio. I really should have done my research on that before I said that, but whatever, right? At least I said it, and I'm pretty sure I'm correct in the few things I did say, right? Okay, I think that pretty much wraps up the news for this week. I apologize, I'm a little bit behind also with Titans, so I won't be able to give my recap right now this week. But we'll definitely be catching up until the point where we are most currently for the next episode. But yes, and also to another apology that last week we did not post. It was my fault. It was technical difficulties that I experienced because I do not know how to play, no record. Sorry, on the mics. And yeah, right now I checked to make sure that we're recording right now. But yes, we are definitely recording. And with the other things with John, definitely recorded. And yeah, I apologize for that. We've been solid for months, nonstop. For any of our listeners that know, we always post. Every week we post. Last week was the first week we did not post, and it is what it is. But we will definitely get. We will not. I will not let this happen again. We will continue to post, and yeah, thank you very much. And yeah, on to the next segment.
Okay, first initial thoughts of the movie Black Panther. Wakanda forever.
Black Panther 2.
Black
Wakanda
Panther,
forever.
no condom forever.
Or whatever they said.
Or whatever T'Challa said. Shout out to T'Challa. Shout out to T'Challa Jr.
Um,
Ooh, spoiler? I don't care.
Oh, we were going to talk about that anyway, I think, right?
Yeah, and, like we don't care about spoilers here. So shout
Uh,
out Killmonger.
So pretty much what happens in this uh super long movie, almost 3 hours, I think, runtime.
I think it was way too long.
Honestly, no, I don't think it was that. I don't think it was way too long. Just because with all they had to put in it, like they kind of had to set it up to, what happened with T'Challa, and then obviously the power struggle with the council and everything, and
Fuck
then
the council.
Namor coming out literally out of nowhere.
Love them.
Yeah, and then him pretty much like giving them a decision, like ultimatum kind of thing. Either you help us, either we team up, or we're going to war type thing. But no, it was, oh man, it was a good movie. I liked it. Honestly, it was a beautiful movie too. Like the cinematics and everything. Like it kind of reminded me of like I was gonna say like Avatar, like just how beautiful it looked, just because of it was underwater and all that,
Yeah.
and the
it's-
music went with it. Like just the vibe was crazy.
I thought it was interesting just going off that Avatar thing. And then the movie that's going to come out this year is going to be The Blue Monkeys Underwater.
Yeah.
And then, blue people as well. But that was just funny how it works out that way.
Yeah.
But I was just, I liked how the city looked. I don't think we saw enough of it, though.
Atlantis, not Atlanta.
Yeah, I remember I saw another critics that were saying it's like for copyright reasons we can't say Atlantis because it has a different name into it or whatever. I forgot what it's called. The tick. I'm not gonna try to remember it, but it's a different name.
Oh, like that. I guess like what was it? Like Aztec name, Mayan name.
Yeah. It was a name along the lines. And
Yeah, cause even Namor's name was like something.
It was a hard ass name
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Like, and especially whenever M'Baku said it, he was like, and like it's funny because it's like no one can like even us we can't say it right obviously because we don't speak fucking Mayan, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then he was like and then like whenever he was explaining it in like the African accent or the Wakandan accent, I was like, damn it, the one that was in the trailers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was pretty badass. I really liked that part.
Yeah, it was hard. I really liked Namor, man. Namor was cool.
Shout out Namor.
And how he got his name.
Yeah, which I was just like, you miss a couple words and stuff like that, but I guess it makes
Namor.
sense. But I was like, I guess it makes sense if you don't speak Spanish.
What was kind of weird though is how come he's the only one that's like that though?
He is a mutant, but very muddy.
So they confirmed another mutant.
Yeah, but I think it's pretty fucking muddy though, because like he was his mom ate the thing while she was pregnant, so like he received it a different way. He received it from the womb or whatever, and I think that does affect it, but I don't think that explains the wings. So maybe that's how he got the fucking wings. Maybe, or no, I'm sorry. I think he might have got the wings because he's a mutant or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like. You know what I mean? It's just like you can say mutant, but then it's like, what does a mutant really mean? That's the way I interpret it. Every time they say mutant now, even though I know they do it on purpose, but it's
Isn't
just
it
like
with the DNA, some of the DNA or something like that.
Yeah, deformed.
mutated genes or whatever.
Yeah, and I think that's why he has wings, right?
I guess.
Yeah, it's like because maybe his like how he has like normal skin tone or whatever, like human skin tone. I think maybe that's the thing because he was in the womb, maybe.
Possibly.
Yeah,
I don't
and
know.
then the motherfucker old as shit too.
Yeah, he's like.
He's from the Mayan times or whatever. Well, all of them are too. So just like they live like what forever.
He's like thousands of years old.
Yeah, shout out old people.
Yeah, and what was it called? Yeah, and I remember hearing. I saw this little video about how in the comics why T'Challa and Namor didn't get along. It was because some like where they were gonna work together, but then like stuff happened where the X-Men like Namor was teamed up with the X-Men and the mutants, and T'Challa like they were attacking Wakanda, so T'Challa as king had to like defend his country. And what I think is kind of cool about like these two people, you know, because they're both kings, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I mean, he's like a god king, and then you
Mhm.
know
Shout out
T'Challa's
God
king.
King
Yeah, and then
like us.
and so it's kind of cool how like they're kings first, or rulers 1st,
Mhm.
heroes second.
Yeah.
So like if their people are getting attacked, they're gonna fight for their people first, and it's
Yeah, it's like
king first.
yeah, it's just about like their patriots or kings first, like they care about their country 1st.
Mm-hmm.
Like one thing I think was interesting was just that like you know how like I don't think Namor was not wrong in any of his actions what he did.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, even though like he killed the king, but the king, I mean, he said what he said, you know. And then it's like whenever you're a ruler of a country, it's you know, it's on site kind of thing, and it's like it's like diplomacy and like you know your relationships with different countries and shit, right?
Yeah.
That's how it is, you know. And like whenever he was like, at first he came in with them, but then he also had to show his weight too, just like how all the other nations do it. Like let's say America, whatever. America's just like would have done the same exact thing, or no, they probably would have fucked them over from the start, you know. And then with him, he had to give them that option to like you know secure the relationship between the two nations first, and then you know, well, he started blasting. Shout out blasting people.
What I was kind of thinking about is like, what would T'Challa have done different?
I think.
Do you think he would have just handed over like the scientist, which was Ironheart?
I don't think so. Just because of like, I think okay. I think most of the story felt like okay with the parts with what's her name?
Ironheart.
No, little sister Black Panther. Shuri.
Shuri. There
Yeah,
you go.
I think the parts with Shuri, like dealing with the what's that thing's called? Okay, like you know, with like her conversations with Namor. I think those moments were supposed to, you know, obviously be with Chadwick, and then it was all changed not to. And I feel like them too, like Chadwick and the Tala. No, what the fuck am I saying? Chadwick and Namor. The conversations would have been a lot more understanding, I think, because
A lot more, yeah, because he's actually like a ruler. He has the
Yeah.
experience.
And then it was also like you know how like kids like you know also like the child was the one who opened the doors for those relations for those people to know what vibranium is, and like I'm pretty sure like before the I guess he did that in the MCU, him and his family would have been like on site, you know, like the same way Namor was or
Mhm.
yeah was in the movie. And I think like he could have been like, no, we need to look past that. You know, we need to actually like build something off of it. You know, and it's like he'll be able to more empathize and sympathize with each other.
Mhm. Yeah,
'Cause
I
y-
agree with that.
Because you know that part wherever like Namor, they're like talking to Shuri, and then it's like Shuri she has no weight in this because she's not a queen. She's just a smart scientist. That's all she is.
Mhm.
Not talking down on that, but then she's not the one out there. You know, like ruling the people.
And she didn't even want to do that either.
Yeah, shout out not ruling people, except for us.
And that's pretty much what sets up like the whole movie, like the what's going to happen. Like, so we find out in the movie that there's a scientist in the United
Okay,
States
so start from the get.
from the get.
Yeah, from the get. Recap.
It's pretty much the get, right?
The get. The gap. What?
That's pretty much the get, right?
We did the setup for it. Now let's start the movie.
Okay. Yeah.
Like remember the other bit that we did last week?
Oh yeah, sure. Okay. Go for it.
Okay. First off, the movie starts off right. Boom. We're in the UN, right?
Yeah.
We're in the UN. You know the Queen saying like, "Hey, fuck you. We know you're trying to steal our shit, right?"
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you know, it shows exactly the Americans. I think the Americans, I believe, or the French or some
No, it was the French.
white people. They all look the same. They're attacking one of their
Labs.
labs. You know, it's a thing that they do, you know, to outreach stuff. And they're thinking it's like, where are the vibraniums at? Where are the tools at? Boom. Oh, right over there behind the door. Opens the door. What comes from the shadows? Bright as bald head.
The general.
And then they start fucking them up. They fuck up all the soldiers and everything. You know, shout out fucking up soldiers.
Mhm.
And then the queen does her very powerful, meaningful monologue saying, fuck you, we know what you say about us, we are not weak.
Oh, but like before that, they're saying that like Wakanda has said that they're gonna help like all the other countries within the UN
Mhm.
with vibranium, and they haven't. And then like the queen starts telling like we've been suffering, mourning the loss of our king, and all this, and but we still, even in this time of weakness, we are not weak. And you think we're weak, but we're
Mhm.
not. And that's why you try to attack us, and you failed.
And they brought them out right there in them, like the soldiers who they try to set up.
And then the soldiers, they only understand one language. What is it?
Death.
French.
Oh fuck.
and so and so that's how they expose the France. And then they're just like, yeah, you try to come around here stealing again, there'll be more to that.
Yeah, shout out fucking colonialism. And like I think it's well also just like I guess sidebar on that. I think it's a matter of time until one of the other nations gets the fucking vibranium. You know?
Yeah.
Like you know like US or one of the other ones that have like a Stockholm amount of vibranium.
Yeah, I could see that. And then and after that, I think what they
We show the them going into the in the on the
in the ocean.
yeah ocean, and that's where we have the Namor's people pulling up on them with the whales, and then
Yeah.
they also do that thing where the people start falling off the side of the boat because they hear their sweet singing, something like that, right?
Oh yeah, I think that had to do. I think. Correct. I mean, I could be wrong, but
I
I
was
think
thinking
those are
siren.
sirens. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
So that could be where the myth came from.
Honestly, though, those sirens, though, like the music was like pretty like perfect for
You're
the
about to
moment. It was
jump out
good.
the fucking movie theater
Yeah, I
roof,
was
right?
about to jump out the movie theater too, bro.
Yeah.
And then yeah, it was cool though. It's understandable though, cause Namor's civilization also has vibranium,
Mm-hmm.
and they're trying to take that. And they found the vibranium with the machine that senses vibranium, that was built by Ironheart.
Ree Williams.
There you go.
And where's she from?
Chicago,
Chirac?
I think so, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, from Chicago. It's just because, like, you know how they gave her, like, you know, that cool American young accent and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, you know how they have, like, you know, the Wakanda accents? I was like, this feels weird. And full force, but then I was like, I guess it makes sense, whatever. But it just sounded so funny to me.
Mm-hmm.
And she's very happy and bubbly character. So now, what happens at the... Oh, now we're going over to MIT. You know, the old stomping grounds of Tony Stark. And then, you know, we have Shuri trying to recruit Riri. Riri was like, what the fuck? No, let me at least get my shit first. And then, you know, they get raided by U.S. And I think this is like an act of war at this point because it's like she's the princess of Wakanda and now you're trying to rub on her, you know?
Yeah, but they were saying like that she's on the U.S. territory and she's not even supposed to be over here. She's
Yeah.
trespassing or whatever.
But then I don't feel like they can detain her. You remember, well, I'm saying like in the sense, like, do you remember in Winter Soldier, Black Panther had a suit on and he was trying to fuck up,
Bucky.
yeah, Bucky. And then, like, as soon as he took the helmet off, everyone was like, whoa, fuck, oh, shit. And they were like, never mind. It's because they were trying to arrest him. They had the guns pointed. And it was like, King T'Challa. No, or Prince T'Challa. My bad. And then, you know, T'Challa just walked away from him because it's like, he's not going to get arrested.
Mm-hmm.
And then the way that they're blasting at her, it's just like, she's a princess. Like, it's like, it shows how, like, it shows that they don't give a fuck. That's what I mean. Like, it. And, like, this could be this is, like, pushing them away from, like, that relationship they
Mm-hmm.
could have with the United States.
And I think another part, well, doesn't this happen after Namor threatens them? Because the whole reason that they go,
Oh, yes.
To-
Yes, it is. Yes,
the
it
whole
is.
reason they go to the United States was to rescue her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, whenever the Queen and Shuri, they're having, like, little ceremony.
Heart, little thing.
Yeah, next to the river. And who is next to the river? Obviously, Alligator and also Namor. And then Namor is like, hey, what's up? I want that scientist. I'll kill her right now. Right now. But we should be friends, though. Besties. You know, nations. And then, you know, dips off. And then that's when they go to the scientist. It's been a couple days since I seen that movie. And it's just kind of like, it's a little fuzzy, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a couple. Yeah. Whatever.
And then so then from there, like they go to save the scientist, and they come back.
And they know they fell. Remember? They're at the bridge. That's whenever they saw the. That's when they got in a way saved by the water people because yeah, because they they fuck up the cops. The water people pretty much kidnapped them.
Mhm.
So now they're going straight into that one city.
And the only one that stays is General. The General.
Yeah,
But the
shout out.
General fails her mission.
Yeah, she fucked up there.
Bad.
And the
She's too
queen was like,
cocky.
"Nah, get the fuck out."
Yeah, for real. She came back and she's like, "We have to save our princess." Like, I know we can do it. And then she's like, "Bruh, like I literally entrusted you with my daughter and the prince of Wakanda. You're out of here.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, give me your uniform. Hey, give me that shit right now, and
Right
give
now.
me your weapon. All right, get out. Give
I
me
like-
your gun and your badge."
If you're gonna badge on my desk. I like the part earlier whenever I think this is during that part. Ubako he goes, I was like, "Shut up, you bald-headed demon," or something like that. You know.
Yeah.
So she lets her shit down, and then she calls in T'Challa's late partner.
His, I think, yeah.
Yeah, because they never clarify about them being married or anything.
Yeah.
So late partner or whatever.
But they did have a little thing, you know.
Yeah, they had a couple things, right? A kid, including that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Shout out having kids. Under not letting any of your family members know or anything as well.
Not for real.
Shout out doing that. I have like 10 now. Or do I? What are you doing?
Or maybe.
Stupid kid. And so now we're in the underwater city. We have little Namor trying to rock some diplomacy, you know, and doing some little expedition dumb. I don't know how he got these powers. In my civilization, they're getting raided by Spaniards, colonials. What are you doing?
Yeah,
Don't care.
colonizers.
And there's a special herb that their god told them. He was like, "Hey, eat this shit, or go into this well, and you'll find that good shit."
Yeah.
So then they all eat it, and they all turn to blue people. I guess it has the effects of the vibranium.
And it cures them from the smallpox.
Shout out smallpox.
And then they pretty much die and they relive again.
Yeah. And
But
one
this
thing,
time they need water to survive.
yeah, turns into fish people.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I thought was interesting, that they were blue.
it was they're only blue when they're outside the water, but like underwater they're normal skin tone.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing, other thing, was that I had it in my head right there. Just give me a sec. Okay, this is what I was gonna go for. Obviously, we have these two different nations, whatever, right, hidden from all the world. They have strong parallels with each other, but on paper, they could easily rock the fuck out of Wakanda.
Oh, easily.
Easily.
They pretty much did.
Yeah. They could have done it, but they would have just, lost the king. But then, like, the king could have just, like, they pull it back on the helicopter at the end. You can be like, "Oh, fuck you, Shuri." Stab. And that could have been a wrap. But it's because, like, how, like, and they don't fucking die either.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they're all powerful as fuck. And they're strong. And then somehow they can be reborn again when they get stabbed and shit. So even though that they were murking a lot of the ones, like, at the last final battle, they just come right back to life, take a little dip in the pool and get as new, So it's like nothing's going to stop them at all.
Yeah, pretty much. And then, yeah, and following that, they pretty much invade.
Wakanda. No,
They do
escape.
invade.
Yeah, no, but before that, I like the reason why Namor actually went in. Because he spoke to the queen, and he was like, "Hey, this is on site. Like, your princess can be fine and everything. But if you try anything, I'm going to fucking kill her or whatever, right?" But, that's just how the game goes, Whatever. That's why I got it. It's not like anything personal. It's just business,
Mm-hmm.
And then, he goes, he sees that the princess left or whatever. But whenever they were leaving, they killed one of the servants that was in the room or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And sure he knew as soon as it happened. She was like, "Fuck, you fucked up. Like, this is, like, I need to try to save her because this is war." As soon as Namor came in, he was like, "Yeah, this is on site now." And then he was just like, immediately, he was like, "Man, I trusted them, whatever. Or, like, I try to give this a chance." And he was like, "Oh, I guess this is not gonna happen."
Bro, that dude was hard, bro. He was hard. I kind of want to go see it again, just for
One
Namor.
thing I think it's his cousin. You know that she was like a general type, whatever.
Yeah.
She was like saying like, "Hey, what the fuck is this?"
It's like, bro, like, what are you doing? Let's go murk him already.
And she was like, "Why'd you do this?" Or like, at the end, that last conversation, I was like, "Oh, so like maybe it's just her," but I was just like, "How are you gonna talk to the king, the god, like that?" But maybe it's just because they're like cousins, and like she's like a general, and
Yeah.
but I was just like, "Why are you talking to him like that?"
Like, this man could probably put his arm through your chest right now.
I wonder what's his strength level compared to them, like other
Oh, that man is OP.
compared to other water people.
Yeah, no, they don't come close.
But I just wonder what's the level difference.
It's got to be crazy.
Yeah, and then you can fly, and how they're able to pull off him flying, like he looks fucking clean as fuck.
It looks sick, bro. He was like taking steps and like running like in
Like
the air.
part of it looked like he was a fucking like he was on what's that shit, figure skated.
Yeah, it did.
It was
bro.
like-
it was clean.
But it should look goofy as shit. It was like cinema.
It was beautiful, and yeah.
And then
I
he
mean,
murks the queen.
I mean, yeah, he does. He does do
Shout
that.
out murking queens.
But then it's like looking back at it, it's like, man, I wonder like the fight versus him and T'Challa would have been crazy.
Yeah. And okay, then we have the queen dying, and then we have Shuri making that a heart-shaped herb. And this is also the other thing I was thinking about. You know how Big Homie ate the last herb in the other movie before the last one, right? In the Black Panther, the first Black Panther.
Yeah.
How did he lose it?
What do you mean?
How did he lose the heart-shaped herb if he ate it again during the Black Panther movie? So this whole time he should have been having it in his system. Do you have to eat it again and again? Because I thought it was once it's in your body, it's all there,
Yeah.
And then I guess it doesn't have for everlasting effects, and you have to continuously eat it.
Well, no, you have to eat it again when someone challenges.
There's no challenge though. Remember, I'm talking about this is like right. This is he loses it because of the battle of the challenge of Killmonger, and then there's one herb left, and they give it to him. And then that's how you continue to live, right? But then this one, at the beginning of the movie, you know how Shuri was trying to make the heart-shaped herb again.
Mm.
How did he lose it?
What do you mean? Like, how did they not grow anymore?
No, I'm saying he already had it in his body. What happened since then to that point in that movie to where
He died
he at some point lost it again. That's what I'm trying to say.
and then died.
Yeah. So what caused him to lose the heart-shaped herb in his system?
Well, cancer apparently.
But then why was? But then it would have the heart-shaped herb is the all cure. It's the super.
I'm saying in real life he died of cancer.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying the plot hole in the movie. Oh, that makes sense. But I'm saying like in the plot hole in the movie,
I mean, yeah, but I don't know how you're gonna revive an actor to play the part again.
I know a lot of people have thought this too, so it's not that controversial. I think they should have just recast it.
They could have. They really could have.
Because it's like I know Chadwick made the character, but then like the character of Black Panther, T'Challa, it doesn't make. I don't think it flows a lot better without him in the movie.
Yeah, but they figured out a way to roll with it, and they did. So this is what we got.
Yeah. Okay, so back to where we were at. Killed the queen, and then we have the new Black Panther, right? Shout out new Black Panther.
Sure.
And then she meets up with Killmonger, which that was a big fucking surprise to see that.
It was. And honestly, it kind of made a little bit of sense because she was only really doing it for vengeance.
Mm-hmm.
Because she talked about like her mom and then her country and then all that, and yeah, it was she just wanted revenge, really.
Yeah, and then it's also like she didn't even want it because if she wanted it, she would have finished the herb way before.
Yeah.
So it's not like it was a thing, but yeah, I was surprised to see him though. Michael B. Jordan. Shout out Michael B. Jordan, and I don't know because it's like I see her rage and stuff like that, but like Yeah. So meets up with Baku, and then Baku's like, what you trying to do? And she was like, I'm trying to kill everyone. I want to kill every fucking. I want to rip his fucking head off.
And he was like, "Are you sure about that? Like, if you
His
want to do
head
this?"
coming off. And so they have their big underwater fight or boat fight. I'm surprised Wakanda has boats, to be honest.
Yeah, well, they have all that technology, and they only took like their army. It wasn't like a whole like, it wasn't like the whole country or nothing. Like they just took like not even that many people really.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm guessing in like mine's coach, I could be completely wrong with this. It's a warrior people, so it's everyone fight, everyone's on site kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they might have their elite teams, but like everyone fights, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're on the big boat, and they start fucking each other up, and then they were like, secret weapon, Namor, we're gonna put your ass in the microwave.
Pretty much, right? That man needs water.
Yeah.
He's like SpongeBob. Water. I need water.
Which I think is such a fucking goofy ass thing for like.
Hey, he needed some kryptonite, man. That man was OP.
I think okay. I also think in a normal circumstance, I think he could do fine away from water. It was just that like they put him in the microwave.
Yo, yeah, that's
Yeah, because
definitely
I was
what
like,
it
to me, it's too fucking goofy. Because I doubt you've seen it, but it was in the Smallville, the Batman prequel or whatever, right? The TV show. They have Aquaman in it, played by Hulk from Titans, and Reacher from the Reacher series on Amazon Prime. I don't know why I'm doing all these plugs, but yeah. Also, too, you can get our promo codes for all those streaming services down below. And he's like, he plays Aquaman, right? And during that, if he's away from water, just half an hour, fucking, he starts dying. And like, because throughout, whenever he's chilling, he's just drinking water all day, nonstop. Like, this boy cannot be away from water. And I'm pretty sure it's differently from Namor, but like, I would just like, Taka Khan, something like that, no, whatever. But like, it's just goofy because it's like,
It is goofy. But I mean, at least it wasn't like that for Namor. I mean, it was really like what you said. It's kind of like, they were sucking up all the water from the air and everything, so there's no moisture.
and then whenever she was like taking him to the desert, I was like, oh my fucking god.
Desert, but there's still water right next to it.
Yeah, yeah. But then like, because I guess I got past that goofy idea because in the last Aquaman movie, they go to the desert, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like he lives most of his life on land, so it's like it's not a factor. But like obviously his two different characters, two different universes and stuff. And whenever she ripped off his wing, and I was like, he's gonna grow that back, right?
I wonder if he does, because he was still flying without it, but he was still struggling. He was struggling a little bit.
Yeah, hopefully he grows it back. I mean, like, he's a mutant or whatever, and he's OP, so hopefully he grows it back. It's like, I don't want to see a fucking flightless Namor.
Nah, for real.
And so then she's about to murk him, whatever, right? About to get that final murk in. Daniel. Okay, so we had the makeup at the end or whatever, right? And then Namor's general was like, why the fuck did you let them do this, blah, blah, blah. Namor was like, the diplomacy. Whenever they got a problem, who are they going to call?
They're friends underwater.
Water busters. You saw the reference I was trying to go for? Yeah, it didn't work.
It's kind of crazy how it did turn out like any kind of war, really. Like, at the end of the war, there's like some kind of peace treaty or some kind of like some terms they come to agreement with, right?
Yeah.
And they're pretty much like
Vibes.
yeah, pretty much.
I think it's also yeah, it's actually kind of funny how they don't actually work like where they're supposed to do this shit on paper and then fucking they take it back underwater and all the ink falls off, right? I guess maybe because they're both like, even though they're advanced tribes, they're still tribes,
But it's kind of funny though, after all like the killing and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, but that's just government, like,
He's like, "Hey, we cool now, right?" Like, yeah, we cool. Sorry, I killed your mom though.
Yeah, shout out your mom though. Shit.
Hey, your mom's pretty cool. Like, right before I killed her, she's pretty cool. Like,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she would have lived a long life, if I didn't kill her.
yeah, if I wasn't there, doing my thing.
Oh, you know what's actually kind of funny? I'm actually kind of parched right now. I think I might call my servant to make us some drinks. Oh wait, you killed her.
Damn, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my bad though, but it doesn't hurt as much as you killing my mom though.
think about me. I can't get hydrated now, and you know me. I need to be in water, and now I can't drink my water because you killed my servant.
I can't hug my mom or my dad.
I can like who? How am I supposed to get dressed in the morning now? Like, you know, I'm a
Motherfucker,
king.
you only wear like
I'm a king. Who do you-
underwear. That's it.
okay, you know, whenever they put on that big serpent head top, who do you think puts it on me? Do you think I could put that big ass head turban on myself? I ain't my servant, and you killed her.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah,
We're cool now, though, right?
Let's see what's up, man. Because it's funny, because that's how it is. But like over time, I'm pretty sure they're gonna like. Because it's like I like.
Oh, I mean, we saw the end, right? Namor's plotting.
Yeah, but like, I think it's like it's not like in a plotting like evil kind of way. It's just like government action. Because now it's like it sounds like a fuck you to the government kind of thing. Because they're saying about Thunderbolts. Oh, you know that one Ross's ex, the white guy's ex. You know she's the leader of the Thunderbolts, and she's also the leader of CIA. So the Thunderbolts are her team, and like you know who was a part of the Thunderbolts? Bucky.
Oh, conflict of interest.
Yeah. And like I'm just like White Wolf, you better not try to fuck over the Wakandans, man. Like, come on, like they're your people for that minute.
Wow, wasn't that just a name that they gave him? He's not really gonna.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that in the sentence, because in the the thought of it, because it's like they gave him that name, they accepted him, they healed him, they helped him, and it's like, bro, you can't like. Even though it's just a title, I'm saying it as like a thing. It's like, you know, it's like how can you let your grandpappy down? It's like that.
Yeah. Who all is a part of the Thunderbolts again?
Okay, we have the new Black Widow. We have Red Diamond, the Russian Captain America. That's the dad of the Black Widow.
Yeah.
We have who else do we have? This other super soldier. Oh, we have U.S. soldier, U.S. agent. Actually, sorry.
He's not a super soldier though.
He is U.S. agent.
He is now.
Yeah. He got it during the show.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
And
Finish
then
it.
obviously Bucky. And then we have Ghost from Ant-Man, the first Ant-Man.
Wait, how did he get the super soldier serum? Is he as strong as Captain America now?
He can murk Captain America. Oh, whoa. Chris Evans. Because, you know, the new Captain America, Sam, he doesn't want to take the super soldier. Yeah. And then also, too, the benefits of the new super soldier serum is that, you know how, like, Chris got super buff, right?
His body's the same.
Yes. And everyone else as well. Anyone who took that version of it got the same exact one. That's whenever it happened. Baron Zemo, shout out Baron Zemo, the GOAT. He what did he do? He destroyed the rest of the super soldier serum. Like he had like multiple bottles in his hand, and then you know how they do that thing? It's like the villain's like, oh no, like he's not supposed to have it, and he looks at it, starts smashing them on the floor. But yeah, it's them, and I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting someone else. I just don't care enough to look it up. But it seems like that's the direction that they're gonna go into, which I'm not happy about. But
No, you're not happy with anything.
yeah, no, because I don't know. But then like, okay, one thing I do like though, I love because now it's wars between countries. You know, this is not a little squabble between the bad guy and good guy. Because with this, it's not clear lines on who's good, who's bad.
Mm-hmm.
And now, if it's like we're talking about like fucking like, let's throw it out there like World War III. Because you know, U.S. has their guns, they have their toys. Wakanda does too. Now team them up with fucking Namor's people, and then let's see who else they can bring in. And then we have a little war going on now. You know.
It's a lot of conflict of interest there for sure.
Yeah.
Can you think because I mean Black Panther is supposed to be part of the Avengers, and Ironhearted as well, right? But they have their ties with Wakanda and everything.
Yeah.
And like how we were talking about before, like the Black Panther, they're ruler first, Avenger second.
Yeah, and the same thing with the U.S. government. They have no problem destroying Wakanda if it was for their personal the best interests of the country, whatever, right? And best interests on quotations, you know. Anything fucking happen, right? But now I'm just like, this is like a different type of conflict because we had cosmic conflict. We had conflict between a guy and a robot who was a robot. We had conflict with the fucking guy who shrinks down. And then now we're talking about conflict between nations, you know? And I think that's just like a different kind of like thing that we have not seen.
Yeah.
And actually works out that way. I think that would be so fucking clean, you know?
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. A little war, you know, put the civilians on the first lines because fuck them, you know?
So, Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. What would you rate it?
Probably should watch.
Say it's great.
I can say it. It's like, you remember how I told you with like Top Gun, Maverick? It just, to me, just missed that extra oomph. And with this one, I can kind of see how it was reworked into the little story of like, you know, with Shuri, like where she majorly. Which shout out to her because did she did the best. Like it was the best I could have done with that kind of rewrite, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think the thing could have been tailored more for her, you know, because it was clearly that most of the same positions that she shouldn't have been in there, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But I still think it's a great movie. And shout out Namor. I love Namor. So that's also another thing, though.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And then, and also, we talked about this multiple times, but this is the other part that I thought was interesting. Shout out, Rapper. I can't think of the word right now in my head. Call race. Brown actor. Representation. I can't say the word.
I don't know what you're talking about.
How there's just an Hispanic actor.
Talking about the guy who played Namor?
Yes.
Tenoch Huerta.
Yes. And I'm not saying him, but I'm saying the representation. I can't.
Oh, the representation?
Representation. That's what I was trying to say.
It's like, what the fuck?
Yes, that. And also one thing. Obviously he's doing the runs with the press and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing he mentioned as well, and I was like, I didn't even think about that. He said colorism. Like, well, he was talking about colorism because, you know, like he was saying like a lot of like novellas and stuff like that, TV shows or anything like that in Mexico, it's always the white ones who are the
lighter colored ones.
Yeah. And then it was just like actually like a brown one. I didn't even think about that, but I was like, that's actually
Shout out my dark brown people.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're dark, right?
Ish. I'm not like super dark, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm white as shit, so I need to work on my tan. But then that's one thing I know that's like, you know, throughout like you know how like, not saying it was always a bad thing, but like, you know, like they would like make jokes to, like the kids who were darker and stuff like that.
Yeah, like you got burnt in the sun or whatever.
Yeah, shout out getting burned in the sun. But it was a cute movie. I'm looking forward to seeing all the characters again. Also, we got Baku as Keen, so shout out New Keens. Shout out New Beginnings. Shout out Black Gorilla. No, that sounds too racist.
He is a gorilla. There are gorillas though.
I know
They're
that.
the mountain gorillas.
I know, but I think Black Gorilla is a gang, actually.
Oh, I don't know.
Damn, shout out Black Gorillas then.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, and then
But,
imagine he has like a gorilla suit instead of Black Panther. It was gorilla.
It'd be crazy to see him because, you know, he's not like if he got the same power and how, you know, he's not like a very agile fighter. Like he's like a brawler. Like,
You know what I pictured? You know, how, like let's say you have fucking Black Panther, right? Boom.
mm-hmm.
She's in the trees, like you know, in the first Black Panther in the trees, like scoping it out, you know, as a panther does. And they're all like, oh shit. And they have M'Baku just running in like a fucking gorilla, like a wrecking ball. Like, that would be funny.
Yeah, for real.
I get all my noises from Joe Rogan. He loves doing animal voices. Like he'll do like a grizzly bear. Like, that's all I have to say on that. Okay, now it's time for our our famous segment. It's what we. No, I'm sorry. Gin and talk.
Gin and talk. It's what we want.
You know what I was about to say? I was so close to saying, what's that thing called?
What?
Rock Talk.
Rock talk. Ugh.
No, fuck Rock Talk. We're not doing that for a minute. Okay, Johnny boy. What have you been up to?
Right now I'm watching Demon Slayer, and I finished the Chucky show.
Chucky. Are you caught up?
I watched season 1. I
Okay.
think season 2 I need to watch.
Yeah, it's going on right now.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Mhm.
Chucky's been pretty good. I like the story and the way it's going. Pretty actually, everyone's dying.
Shout out Dime.
Yeah. Shout out Chucky. And yeah, and Demon Slayer is going pretty good right now. I'm on the Entertainment Art District.
Oh, I fucking love that art.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Now I was gonna say on the flip end of it, like the last like multiple episodes, just fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, just die, bro, please, bro. Just someone die already.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm probably gonna. Yeah, so that's what I've been watching really, and I'm not. I need to finish that, and I'll probably pick up on some other stuff. I heard Chainsaw Man's pretty good, so I might pick up on that. And
I think it's like 4 or 5 episodes right now, and then it's
Yeah.
on Hulu.
yeah, Hulu. Shout out Hulu.
Yeah, shout out, shout out. You know, I say that in my regular life now.
How for real?
I just say it randomly on like shout out this,
Shout out regular life.
Yeah, shout out normal life.
Yeah.
Shout out as if this is not my whole life. And then people just kind of get used to it. Like at work, I was like, "Oh, shout out this," and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Shout out Henry.
Fuck you. Yo, Henry, what you think about Wakanda Forever?
Oh my God! You just talked to him about it already?
I don't go into it because like he's only asking to ask me how I feel about it. And,
So
like-
he can tell you.
Yeah.
So he can tell you like what really going on.
Yeah, and then like it's like okay, and anyone in general for any of the listeners, one thing I hate the most is just someone telling me something about like the MCU or DCU, especially the DCEU, or not both equally for different reasons, right? Whenever they try to tell me what's the issue and what's the problem when they don't watch it. And I'm also talking to the casual ones as well. For any casuals listening right now, I'm talking to you as well. If you only watch every other movie and not every fucking movie and every fucking show, you don't have the full picture. So it's like I feel like that image that you have in your mind is so diluted.
All right. Well, hold on. Let's not shame
I'm
our
shaming.
casuals.
No, I'm not
No,
saying
no,
it's not
no,
a problem
yeah.
being a casual.
No,
it's just
no, I'm
whenever
just
you
saying.
you pound like you have some strong opinions on the MCU whenever you don't watch all of it.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to. Yeah.
Because like we have a lot of casual fans. Like you just like going off on them like that, but like sorry, our listeners, our casual listeners, our end viewers, whoever, I'm sorry. He just it's because he deals with somebody at work all the time.
I'm about to cut this
who
out.
is a casual. No, don't cut it out. No, don't cut it out. And he just makes Hen upset a lot because he swears like he knows what he's talking about, and Hen, he's like,
Yeah. No,
God
but then
King.
it's not. Okay. I understand. Okay. My apologies. You're right. Casuals is no problem. If you want to watch like and only the ones that you're interested in kind of thing, cool, right? It's just like how can you have a fully formed opinion on the whole MCU whenever you don't know nothing about it?
mm-hmm.
It's like how can we talk about
It's like say we were having a debate on something that we didn't even go to school for, and you would need like the proper schooling and training for it.
Mhm.
And we wouldn't have that because we didn't do it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's and
Not comparing like just watching shows to like
no, this
school
is
or
like a
nothing,
degree.
but it's
Like think about all the work hours you have to put in. It's like a semester.
PhD.
Yeah, it's like it's like a semester of training that we do. Like how many 3 hours per class, 3 hours a day we do for. No, I'm kidding. But it's and I understand a lot of it. But then it's like one of the arguments I always hate hearing is people saying the DCU sucks and it's nowhere. No, it's like why did they keep on trying to copy Marvel? And it's like most of the time, whenever I hear that now, I don't go into it because there's so much information in history to unfold, And I have covered this, so very casual. No, I'm kidding. It's a lot, and it's like you don't understand what happened, and it's like it's so much.
Yeah.
Shout out James Gunn, by the way.
Shout out James Gunn.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. So it's like that's one thing that upsets me a lot. So I'm talking to you, casual listener. No, I'm kidding. I apologize. I got heated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like They say it's like all MCU movies are the same, and then you ask them one question: what was the last MCU movie you seen?
Black Panther.
Fucking Avengers, the first one.
Civil War.
Iron Man. I had
Oh
someone
my God,
answer. Someone
Iron Man.
And then it's like if you don't watch them, then it's like how can you like whatever.
Imagine they said the Incredible Hulk. Bruh.
And it's like yeah, because it's like I feel like we can like be justified in it because we watch it all, you know, and stuff.
And even then, I don't know. Like, I feel like I don't know that much about it still.
Yeah, but then like I could say like with like okay, overall comics obviously right. There's a million things, and I don't try to claim that or whatever. But like when it comes to the movies and shows,
Like
though,
the MCU and all that.
yeah, MCU, I know like I know it all, you know, kind of thing. Not know it all, like you can't fucking say like what happened in this scene like that. But like overarching, I can explain majority of it, you know,
Yeah.
and understand the concept. And then with the DCU, it's a similar thing, and also too all the drama that they have behind the scenes.
There's a lot, bro. There's too much.
Yeah. I mean, like we're on a new chapter though, so
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see what James Gunn's going to be cooking up.
it looks like we're actually gonna be looking at Mr. Terrific. You're the one that we're talking about bringing him in last week.
I remember we were talking about him, but he was in the
The only time we have seen him is on the CW shows.
there. That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
but I remember you talked about him like possibly being in new things and stuff. And then recently, this past week, like probably the last couple of days, James Gunn posted a pic of one of the art, like for the comics, of Mr. Terrific.
See, now I'm trying to figure out what I was saying about Mr. Terrific.
Because we were talking about like what other members we would like to see from the Justice Society.
And like Mr. Terrific was supposed to be like the smart one, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But like, what else does he have to offer?
I don't know.
Or what was he from?
At first I thought he was from the Justice League. You were hard on that. You said that he was from the Society.
I couldn't tell you, bro. I don't remember. I gotta listen to that last
Yeah.
episode then.
Yeah. No, I understand. No, there's a lot of talking that goes on. Like I remember, shout out Roma. Like he was bringing up something that we were talking about. I was like, yeah, I have no memory of it.
Like, bro, what podcast are you listening to?
Yeah, I was like, sure, it wasn't the right one. It wasn't the fucking the history one that you listened to. It was like 4 hours long. I had this one joke that I said during the week, last week, and like I think it's such a bad joke, but I think it's so funny for all the wrong reasons. One of my coworkers, she was talking about like, yeah, I need to paint my bedroom this week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Someone asked, it's like, oh, what color are you gonna paint them? And she was like, white. And then I was like, well, what happens whenever you piss on the walls and then you could see it?
Did they laugh?
She got obsessed with me.
Oh my god, bro. Why? What made you even say that? Like, are you that cool with her that you felt comfortable saying?
Yeah, I could say
Oh,
that.
okay.
No, it wasn't like that.
Okay.
No, when she got upset with me, she was like, why the fuck would I piss on my walls? And you know what's so funny? I didn't even think about it. It was a natural reaction. That was my first immediate thing. And I thought to myself, I was like, why did I say that? And I know
That's
why.
pretty funny.
I know why. Whenever I was a kid, I had a cousin of a cousin, and I was over at their house, and he was a little bit younger than me. And he was like, hey, I want to show you this trick, whatever, right? And I was like, cool. He goes into the closet, right? Starts pissing in his closet.
Oh my god.
And I was like, oh, this is the trick? And he was like, Dad, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone.
oh, I know that closet smelled so bad, bro.
And then I was just
my
like,
God.
cool. And I immediately told on him. Then he was getting his ass beat, and I was just like, I'm sorry, man. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Let me show you a trick.
I was like, this is it, bro. This is your ta-da moment.
You just hear the
And it was carpet, too.
no, you just heard the ASMR. It's what we do, ASMR. Hell no.
Yeah. But that joke's been rolling around what I said for this past week, and I'm just like,
I still stand by it. That was a good like if you know me.
Punchline. It was a good delivery.
Yeah, because it's like if you know me, it makes sense. Like you know how like some people I'll say weird things and like people were like, "What did he say?" And then like let's say you or like someone else will like, "That's how
Yeah.
he says things like that." Oh,
Yeah,
and
it's like today at work. I was talking to this guy, helping him pick up something that he dropped, and I was asking him, because he's from Dallas, but he's not a Cowboys fan, right? And so I was asking him like, "Are you a Mavericks fan?" He's like, "Oh, I don't really watch basketball like that." He's like, "Are you a football fan? You a Cowboys fan?" He's asking me. I'm like, "I'm not really into football, but I'm trying to get into it." And he's like, "Oh, you watch soccer?" I'm just like, "That's racist."
I'm
Cause I'm brown. And he was standing there. He was like,
I am. It's like that's correct. Now answer my question. And you go like, yeah.
He's like, "Nah, bro, I'm not racist. I'm not racist." He's like, "I watch soccer." I was just messing with him, but I thought it was funny.
Yeah, no. I have a thing where like the world like I forgot how many times, but I'm like we're talking about like colors and stuff. I'm like, no, I am racist. That's why I'd rather have the white one.
You're the one that Senal Corto was talking about.
It was like I'm looking at you, Hen. But no, it'll be funny. It's like yes, I am racist, and to say yes to prove me right.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because don't you watch all the like different leagues and shit too, right?
Not as much anymore. The World Cup is starting this month though.
And
It's gonna be hype.
and then what's it called? That one place?
Qatar, however you pronounce it. I don't really.
Qatar.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a Qatar?
I don't
Okay,
know. I don't know, because people say Qatar, and then people are saying, like, people in Qatar pronounce it Qatar, or, like, Qatar. And then I'm just like, bro, like, I don't, like, at this point, I don't really care. It's not that big. World Cup.
Yeah.
World Cup, all right?
I
Cool.
think in my rule of thumb, it's just how whoever's from there, how they say it is usually is the way to. It's
Yeah,
like remember
Qatar.
how we were about fucking Renault, and we were like, no, it's Renault. Renault. I remember we were remember Alpine, and people would say like Alpine, and we'll be like, no, it's Alpine. You remember that? Yeah, I remember we got into it just for like no. I think it's funny. Whenever we'll do that, and we'll continuously say the correct name, they're like, "What are you saying?" Oh, and then did you see? I just want to touch on this really quickly. It's all the last race and everything. Looks like Max is like, you know what? Fuck Perez. It's all about me, and then pass. Shout out Perez.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even say what I've been watching. I have been watching nothing. I watched the playthrough. No, I'm sorry, the cutscenes for God of War Ragnarok. Got the full story and everything.
Yeah.
Very cute story. You know how the first game was on a son trying to find love for his child, whatever, right? This one, it's more on your child growing up and allowing them to be their own person. That was cute.
Gay.
Yeah, because it's like thinking about it now, the story isn't about Kratos. It's about the kid. Both these
Arceus.
Artreus,
Yeah, something like that.
yeah, Loki, if you will, and yeah, because it's like about him, and then like even with the last game, like he leads, like their new plans.
Mm-hmm.
He's leading the way, and then Kratos like, where are we going? And Kratos would be like rolling his eyes and be like, where the fuck are we gonna go? And then he was like, the only thing I care about is your safety. That's the only thing I care about. And then he was like, Loki would be like, you believe in this? And he was like, yeah, you're right. I don't. But I'm behind you. Like, that's the only time I'm here. And I was like, that's touching. And then, they fucking murk everyone. They kill, Thor dies in it.
Mm-hmm.
Thor's fucking huge. He made, Kratos look like a bum.
I mean, Kratos really isn't that big compared to most of these gods anyway.
Also, too, Thor is half giant.
Oh, okay.
But it's the giant sizes vary as well. So that's another part of it. And then they also murk Odin as well. Shout out to murking Odin. and they murk a lot of people. You know, as it goes, right?
As one does, yeah.
Yeah, and I think it sounds like they already lined up the story for the next game. And spoiler, I guess, whatever. But they don't kill Kratos at the end of the game. That's the way they set up the whole fucking game, and that doesn't ever happen. So he doesn't die, and neither does Atreus. Yeah, Atreus. So it was cute. I really enjoyed it, and I don't have no intention of playing the game though. But then, other than that, nothing. I think we have Andor that's wrapping up pretty fucking soon right now. And I heard good things, so I think I'm just gonna binge it.
Okay.
Yeah. What are we doing next week?
Poo, Blood and Honey. I don't know.
Did you see the new photos that came out for Blood and Honey?
It's about to come out this next week, I think.
Next week? Oh, fuck. Okay. We'll see what's up. But thank you very much for joining us for the It's What We Do podcast. We're your hosts, Hen and John. And we're on all streaming platforms. We're also we are on all streaming platforms. I just keep on messing that up. Yes. And then we're also on YouTube as well. If you want to drop us a like and stuff like that, ring the bell and stuff like that. You know how it goes. And we're also on all social medias as well. It's What We Do Pod.
Yeah, that's it.
It's What We Do. Also, that's our Gmail as well. So, yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. Big kisses.
That's what we did.